Hey, now you're in, with Black Gun Matter, you're in like a culture that's really not, there are black people that like guns and shoot, what I mean, especially down south, what I mean. My brother has a lot of guns, but you're primary in a culture, that, it's dominated by white folks, to be honest. Now you come out here, you got your signature AR, you know what I mean? You got like Jordans, you know what I mean? That tripped me the hell out when I seen that. But how is it traversing in that culture, being where you're from?
The rank and file want this. The rank and file whites want the shit.
Okay.
The poor motherfuckers, even if it's for selfish reasons, they ain't that dumb. They know how the crack got dropped off in the hood. They like Chappelle was saying, y'all see it in the opioid crisis. That ain't an accident, cuz. So it's like it's population control on different levels. So even if they got selfish reasons for wanting to empower the Second Amendment, it's smart. So they like every fucking day, somebody says, man, I wanted, I'm not trying to sound offensive, but I wanted the black community to fucking strap up too, but they not gonna listen to me. And I think the vast majority of them are patriot dudes. They got cultural differences. You know what I'm saying? But so the rank and file want this shit. It's them people them unseen hand motherfuckers that live somewhere in fucking France that we never hear of. They the individuals that like don't want that shit popping off. No different than, I'll give you a perfect example. When it's the rank and file, when it's a conversation, Charlemagne said, I want that dude. I want to have it. I got the tweet somewhere. I want to have that dude on the Breakfast Club. After I did Van Lathan show over at TMZ building, right?
All right.
Then magically it stopped. He was like, oh, he said it even on the Brilliant Idiots. Yeah, I saw that Van Lathan joint. It was crazy. I thought it was phenomenal. That's the word that he used. Then somebody tweeted him and was like, yeah, I would love to have him on. Radio silence. It's not necessarily, some of this shit is above motherfuckers' pay grade. You know what I'm saying? It's above, it's people that you want. It's like the music industry, like artists complaining about the label. Vivendi is fucking France, bro. Like, that's it. Like, that's Seagram's money. Like, stop it. Like, work on where you at. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I mean, not stop it, like stop working or exposing it, but don't bitch about it. So saying this to say, the rank and file whites are in alignment with it. Listen, they take that America shit to heart. Like they take the ideal, even if I can pick out where their fucking contradictions are because they never thought about it. They take that fucking ideal serious. I seen a Charlie Kirk clip today where he was chopping some boy up about America. He was like, yo, most of America's white, so it is ethno-homogenous. And he was like, yeah, but the difference between the places that you name it, like Japan and China and all that other shit, America is based on an ideal. The people that were here first, that's why they could corporatize it, because it's an ideal. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not the hugest fan of Charlie or some of the stuff that he say, but I thought that was that concept of that ideal was correct. I'm saying that to say the poor whites have been fed a diet of civics and on a certain level, especially like the rural farm motherfuckers that gotta like grow their cows. You know what I'm saying? They have an understanding that they click in the concept of freedom. You know what I'm saying? They do have biases. We all do. But when it goes up the pyramid, that's when it gets scary. That's when it's like, oh, we those people love Maj and taking the pictures with and having saying, yeah, Black Guns Matter, right? But then when I be like, yo, why don't you sponsor a few of these cities because y'all got $100 million? Well, it's a lot of red tape involved, young brother.
Slow down there, buddy.
We all for freedom and all, but this isn't fucking North Philly. Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and I get it, but that actually neglect is our ally. I like that because all that means is we just got to get more and more to rank and file. And that's why when people be like, yo, white people love you too much, it's like, nah, regular hardworking people love what we doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm stupid to not get the love when love is given. Like that's, I'm not saying like like I trust these motherfuckers with my babies. Like, but who do you trust off top with your babies? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how it's received. And a lot of them know that they don't have the skill set or the melanin content to actually get past leftist media and propaganda to try to come into our neighborhoods to really say it. They know that. They like, bro, I would if I could, but you and I both goddamn know they're gonna look at me like I'm a fucking cop. So it's not gonna work. You know,
I always say you need both. You know, it's almost good cop, bad cop, because they'll tell you quick, like, oh, this is pseudoscience, this is Hotep. But you let a white man in a lab suit walk in and say, well, you know, he's actually correct.
Oh,
so
really?
You need both of them.
Oh, really? So I guess you are kind of smart, Hotep. I guess look at you. Good for you. It's like, what the fuck, bro? I just said this whole shit to you the whole time.
You need both, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because we got to speak the language, and the white man got to co-sign it. All he got to do is nod his head.
That's fucked up. The Matrix, man. And it's like, when I get to 100 million, if they don't come get me first, or if the black and white fucking Bentleys don't pop up first, I get to 100 million. I want to make a small school. Like the location that we got right now is our campaign headquarters. There's just books in that joint. Just come in and let's have conversations. I'm saying it's gonna be it's emergency preparedness. It's a campaign headquarters, but the campaign is about freedom and protecting your rights and being a solid citizen and really like understanding the process. If it's corporate, all right, I want to know the rules of the corporate shit. It's got a president, it's got a cabinet, which is a board of directors, it's got motherfucking investors, it's got the potential for hostile takeover. It's all of those different things. So it's like, all right, cool. If this is how this is structured, I want to play within the rules of the structure, but I'm gonna max out. If the more you know the rules and the more prepared you are for the game and knowing more of the moves, the more you could like bend the matrix to your will type shit. So saying this to say, our campaign headquarters is gonna be where people could come learn. Cause that going back to that, you know, you gotta be in a space where the white dude got a nod. That ain't nothing but self-hate. I could beat that shit down. If you young, I could hit you with countering the conspiracy to destroy black boys, and I could get that out of them from the gate. If you older and if you historical, I could hit you with the narrative of the life and times of Frederick Douglass. You know what I'm saying? I could paint a picture for you based on historical accuracies that'll change your perspective, so you won't be looking for the dude in the white lab coat. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but knowledge itself. I could break that with a couple of books. If I get your mind for, if you give me like a little bit of Frederick Douglass, a little bit of Harriet Tubman, some Malcolm on YouTube videos in a flat screen, and a couple of books, and like I feed you a couple times, I'm good. I
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the first process is the knowledge itself.
Right.
Then we don't need the white man in the lab coat. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole thing. Is like we got to put them through a whole brainwashing cycle just to put ourselves on the same level as the white man.
Yeah, it's like, but you know what though? Because we got so many, it's almost like it ain't even just white folks no more. Like white folks is dumb as shit too now. Like power corrupts, absolutely. So now we got the self-hate thing, no doubt, because it ain't even really self-hate. It's conditioning to be self-hating, right? But you leave motherfuckers alone for a little bit, they find their own equilibrium. And so it's like, I be looking at the white bulls and they be falling for the same silly shit too. It just don't have a racial, it don't have a racial like undertone to it. You know what I mean? Me and Janine was talking about one of my favorite shows is The Office and shit, right? And I watch The Office every fucking day. I'm on a plane, on the train, green eggs and ham, I'm watching The fucking Office. And I noticed that now I'm not conditioned. My filtration system is thorough. I'm not conditioned by media no more. But in all of The Office, there was never a successful melanated relationship. Never. Daryl was for a minute was dealing with the Indian chick Kelly. That didn't work out. They broke up. Ryan came back in the picture, broke that shit up. The relationship that Daryl wound up getting into, Daryl was the foreman of the warehouse. He winds up getting with his sister, but it didn't all the way work out neither. The sister that had the locks that came later on in the seasons, right?
Yeah.
But even that was, she had a boyfriend first, and Daryl kind of took her from him. So they never showed a fully functioning black relationship on The Office. Even when Kelly was with the other Indian dude, melanated being, she left him to go back to the piece of shit white boy Ryan. So I understand why motherfuckers get caught up in the Matrix. It's even the people writing it is caught up in the Matrix. And if you say it to them like, yo, do you notice that none of the characters on this show, when you say it that way, it's like, yo, you looking too deep. Nah, you looking too shallow, bro. And it's not calling out, calling everything. It's just like look at it though. You know what I'm saying? White people that wrote the matter of fact, Mindy Kaling, who's Kelly, was the script editor on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that Matrix thought process. No, Michael Scott got married, the fucking most awkward dude ever. He got married. The whole world loved Jim and Pam from the very beginning. Even he waited and had respect for her relationship with the dude to fizzle out on his own before he really pushed his thing. You know what I'm saying? So saying all of this to say that reconditioning is a good thing, because the truth of what has been presented is something that we can show people in very practical terms. And if I'm wrong, call me out how I'm wrong. But in those spaces, it just gives us better and faster opportunities, because everybody watches the fucking Office, right? I'm mad as shit. It's going off of Netflix. I got to buy another motherfucking like streaming service. You know what I'm saying? And so saying this to say, it gives us opportunity. I don't really see problems. I only really see opportunities. You know what I'm saying? To make your lower self rebuild back, like remember, like your Godhead tell you what your low shit's supposed to do. But I be triggering motherfuckers because I be cussing a lot, and motherfuckers don't think I got no motherfucking knowledge of self. And if I didn't have lots, motherfuckers wouldn't even think about it.